High level, and they got to take real high percentage shots because they got great shooters.
A quick pass looking for Arndt. He's a shooter. Shot 59% last year, 41% coming into the night. 2 goals for the senior midfielder from Brighton, Michigan. Public school product, as we've mentioned a couple times. Teddy Malone bouncing. He gets a screen from Spidell, spins away. He lets it rip, and there's goal 100. Century Teddy has Harvard up 13-12.
Goal 100, that might be the most beautiful goal of his life. That is a no angle, just look at this. Comes back to the left, the roll dodge, they leave him unmarked. That's a 15-yard shot with almost no angle that he hangs. Teddy Malone is feeling it tonight. That's one of the better shots I've seen in the last few years, to be honest with you. With the conditions, with the expectation, with him knowing the next one's 100, the pressure that players and shooters put on themselves, hats off to you, Teddy.
Ivy League's leader in goals. That is his 23rd of the season. It couldn't have come at a better time for Harvard. Leading 13-12. Still a lot of time to play in this final frame as Dartmouth tries to battle back. And we mentioned the importance of winning get X at him, and Harvard doing that here back-to-back possessions.
I was a little nervous that Hennehan overran that ground ball, but great wing play. The supportive teammates really doing their part. Looks like here we're getting the Long Island midfield with Perry. We got Cortez, we got Green and Perry. Let's see who's going to get it here. Looks like Green's drawing the pole here, so freeing up Andrew Perry.
Perry's got a long shot of his own in this second half. Stretch shooting has worked for each of these teams. So a long goal from Power early in that third.
It's so cold here, guys. It's so cold.
Cortez up to Perry, reels in the high pass. Dodging on Gogan for Dartmouth, the Belmont Hill product. Spidell gets it off the toss. Stutter step, Malone, can he find 101? Perry lost it. Harvard still trying to search for it. Cobre's there on the back end, keeping it with the Crimson. Malone to Cortez. Thinks about it. Can't find it. Becker blocked it. Gogan trying to restart for Dartmouth. And a nice possession from this big green defense. So well crowding the crease has Harvard. Adam, it feels like Dartmouth's had to adjust on their slides to how well Harvard has put it home from right in front of the crease.
They're doing a great job. They're kind of telling Harvard, if you're not dodging with Teddy Malone, regardless, you're going to take one of these short sticks. It allows them to scheme up a little bit better in their reactions.
I mentioned a bunch that every time Harvard's stretched in front, someone like Thomas Power, 13 in green, ball in his stick, has gotten it back. Just won't go away. Power had no angle. Nice job by Guest and Picorni. Short stick matchup. Goes in front, loses the ball en route. Muller, the pole jarred it free, and Harvard gets it back. Sean Jordan going to start it up.
That's a big possession for Harvard. Dartmouth probably wanted a little better opportunity. They were trying to force it, but here we go. Looks like Logan Turley's going to run with Ip and Arndt here. We haven't seen the first year from Malvern Prep yet this game.
Turley, 24 in white, just jogging on in the middle of your screen. This feels like a key possession for Harvard to pull away. It's a team that loves to go on scoring runs. Cobre to Malone, fresh off hitting the century mark. Turley lets it fly. Nice save from Becker, reaching the stick up to the top of the cage. Logan Ip sauces by Edwards. Teed it up, now lets it fly, and finds the goal. Harvard up 2 thanks to Logan Ip. His third of the game.
That was such a great dodge. He beats his man, and then Ip beats the slide.
Mustangs are one of 5 one-loss teams in the chase pack of undefeated Virginia. vying for a second conference championship berth in as many years in the ACC. 1st and 10 on their own 34. 12:35 third quarter, 17-6 SMU. Mustangs have it going right to left. Kevin Jennings touching the ball for the first time this half. Takes the snap from the gun, fires quickly, complete, right numbers 25. Breaking out of a tackle initially was Hudson, but he falls down at the 30. Hudson came in to grab the ball on a curl route, got by Isaiah Ferris initially. Shoestring tackle from the sophomore corner stops him up shy of the marker on a gain of 7. Right back to the line for the Stangs. Shotgun snap to Jennings, handoff Harden up the middle, pinballing off defenders. He's planted down at the 30. Omo Nagawan leading the charge there for Boston College. A senior linebacker had a chance on an interception on the final drive before the end of the half. Josiah Griffin eventually made the pick. Brings up 3rd down and 2 as he plants TJ Harden for no gain.
Let's see if Boston College comes with a little pressure here. You've seen them rush 4 a lot today. Had success rushing 5 a couple times. Let's see if they go to it here. They show 5.
3rd and 1 on the 30. Trips to the right of Jennings. Handoff up the middle. Harden plunging ahead, 1st down. Went right up the A-gap, lowered the shoulder, and bowled over Vaughn Pemberton, the linebacker. It's a gain of 2 for the UCLA transfer. And Harden has the chains moving for SMU. 1st and 10 Mustangs. Mustangs converted 2 of 7 third downs in the first half. There's the 3rd. Jennings back to pass on 1st down. Flushed out to his right. Chased by Kalenge. He launches out of bounds, incomplete. Both KP Price on a DB blitz and Edwin Kalenge in pursuit of Jennings that time, who fleed a foot towards his own sideline and just chucked it away. Incompletion brings up 2nd and 10 from the 32.
And Jennings comes back limping really noticeably to the huddle. That right leg really giving him a lot of trouble right now, but he's been able to battle through it.
Spats on both of his cleats. Jennings powering through an injury he suffered last week against Miami. Takes a 2nd down snap from the gun, fires over the head of Brinson, incomplete. Jennings again pressured but had more time, took a couple steps back and just lofted it incomplete over the head of a roaming Romello Brinson on the near side. 2nd straight incompletion brings up 3rd and 10 from the SMU 32.
Another miss by Jennings outside the numbers. Like you said, Gio, that's where he's thrived in the past, struggled there so far today.
11:05 third quarter, 11-point Mustang lead. This is 2nd third down of the drive. Mentioned SMU 3 of 7 on 3rd down. This is the 5th worst team in the ACC on 3rd down this season. Shotgun snap to Jennings. DB blitz from BC. Jennings lets it fly. Complete, right numbers 50. Big hit from Omar Thornton, but Ymir Knight hangs on. Jennings with a dart to the right side where Knight was wide open. In comes Thornton to level him to the ground on a huge hit, but he hangs on to bring the ball just shy of midfield of the 49. Gain of 17. 1st down snap. Jennings handoff left. Knight get flag in the backfield as he roams towards the far sideline. And he's chopped out of bounds again by Omar Thornton, but some laundry behind the play from the back judge. It's Andrew Chambly, the right tackle, tagged with a 4th holding penalty on the SMU offensive line today. That's the 8th penalty of the game for the Mustangs as they continue to shoot themselves in the foot.
I mean, it's just been so many times today, Gio. You can remember a big play by SMU being called back due to penalties. Boston College extremely fortunate to be on the right side of the yellow hanky today.
10:33 third quarter, 17-6 SMU lead. Now a 1st and 20 for the Mustangs from their own 39. Jennings in the gun, Harden to his left. Hudson alone to the right. 2 receivers to the left side, Ymir Knight in the slot, and Romello Brinson to the near side out wide. Tight end Matthew Hibner. Jennings takes the snap, play action pass. He lets it fly deep to the middle. Ymir Knight's wide open, caught in stride at the 30, bounces it out to the left side, inside the 10, 5, touchdown SMU! There's the quick strike ability. A 61-yard bomb from Kevin Jennings to Ymir Knight. And just like that, the Mustangs have broken it open. 23-6 SMU, 10:02 third quarter.
Ymir Knight, the speed has been really shown.
Boston College men's basketball hasn't made the NCAA tournament since 2009, and every March, Eagle fans wonder when they'll get to cheer on their squad in the big dance once again. But BC fans will get to root for the newest member of their program this weekend during the Final Four, as Connecticut's Luke Murray was announced as the 14th head coach in program history today at Barber Auditorium.
The Clement and Elizabeth Izzy family head men's basketball coach to Boston College, Luke Murray.
With his family in attendance and a full house on hand to hear, Murray made March the center of his BC mission.
I know it's been a while, right? It's been since 2009 since we've enjoyed that NCAA tournament, and you know that's our focus. That's going to be our focus every single day, is working to get ourselves back in the position to be an NCAA tournament team, to hear our team announced on Selection Sunday. Murray
comes to Chestnut Hill after 5 years at UConn, winning back-to-back national championships as the offensive mastermind of Dan Hurley, whom Murray labeled a life-changing mentor.
Coach Hurley gave me my first chance to be an assistant basketball coach when I was 24 years old. And, you know, I turned 41 tomorrow, so I would say for the last 17 years, he's been as impactful as any person in my life.
Hurley's impact on Murray has been clear on the court. The Huskies have fielded a top 20 scoring offense in the NCAA in each of the last 3 seasons. BC, however, hasn't cracked the top 100 in that same span. Murray promised a brand of BC basketball that's worth the watch.
I think our style of play is going to be one that is aesthetically pleasing. It's going to be a new era of BC basketball. It's going to start right away. It's going to become an incredibly exciting brand of basketball, and I think something that people can really get behind.
As Murray heads to Indianapolis with the Huskies this weekend, it remains to be seen how his vision for Boston College basketball will take shape in the coming days. Murray said he's still unsure of who will be joining his staff here on the Heights, but that he and the members of it will be ready when the transfer portal opens next Tuesday after the national championship. Reporting live from Hoag Basketball Pavilion, Giovanni Culotta, WCBC Sports. After 7 months, Lax is back on the Heights. I'm here at Fish Fieldhouse as Boston College lacrosse begins its season against number 2 Northwestern in a highly anticipated opening matchup. The Eagles and Wildcats are familiar foes. They've battled in the biggest of spots in each of the last 4 seasons. Most notably, BC triumphed in the 2024 National Championship game, where a kick save from Shea Dolce with 20 seconds remaining sealed the program's second national title. Eagles followed it up with a regular season road win last year before a loss to Northwestern in the NCAA semifinals this past May. As Coach Acacia Walker and BC begin their quest for vengeance, a flurry of new faces hope to maintain last year's prolific offense. Juniors Kylie Colbert and Molly Driscoll return to lead the charge, joined by UNC transfer Marissa White and Stony Brook transfer Casey Colbert. Although sometimes the best offense is an elite defense. The twice-reigning ACC Goalkeeper of the Year is back between the pipes as Dolce anchors the Eagles' defense. No shortage of passion from Kate Popovec-Goss in her introductory press conference today at Barber Auditorium. The former head coach at Bradley, known for defense across their time in the Missouri Valley Conference and with the Northwestern Wildcats, where she won a couple of Big Ten championships in Evanston, bringing a brand of defense to BC that she said would be read and react and allow her players to be as free as possible on the court. Seldom have I heard a head coach be as transparent as Coach Popovec-Goss was in spelling out her defensive game plan. Obviously the read and react aspect of it, but also adding that her defense would be as stout and aggressive as any in the ACC. And that could be a welcome change for Boston College. Just a 5-win group last year, lost 20 straight games throughout that season. That was an ACC record. Also ranking in the bottom 5 in the league in defensive efficiency and steals, whereas Coach Popovec-Goss's Bradley Braves were in the top 5 in the Missouri Valley Conference a season ago in both of those categories. It's a coach that Blake James said is a proven winner, knows how to elevate a program. She did it at Bradley, and now BC hoping she can do it here on the Heights, Miriam.